Alright, welcome back to another league race, this time with TTL for the classic cars. And I was quite excited about this because pace was looking okay around Australia. We're going to go with the one-shot quality. I don't know what it is. I'm in the Ferrari, by the way. It's 2010 classic, so Ferrari, McLaren and Red Bull were the options. I went with Ferrari because I thought, why not? And my helmet is kind of inspired after Fernando Alonso, but yeah, the blue more so than anything else. But yeah, I mean, I was looking forward to it because these cars are actually quite nice to drive. I'm not going to lie, they are quite nice to drive. Even on this track, this is one of the more difficult turns, turn 4. I've been doing 20, like kind of a low, not low, high 23s-ish in practice. And I thought the pace was looking pretty decent, so I thought there was definitely a chance of some good points potentially up for grabs. So, but one shot is never something I really excel in. I don't know, I find it troubling to just get the lap down on the first, mostly because, especially with tracks like this where it's easy to invalidate, so obviously like this corner and turn 1, obviously maybe we can do it through turn 4 as well, so and even turn 6 as well. So I guess from that perspective it's kind of, I just want to get the lap done, and sometimes that means shaving off a few tenths, making sure that actually is the thing that happens. But we're going to come, I didn't think this was a great lap, but I just hope perhaps that most people maybe, may have invalidated or something. But anyway, it's come across the line. I think it's going to be a 24.2, 22.8, which is nuts from Dave there. But yeah, it was good enough for, I think it was, I want to say 8th. I want to say we were just a 10th off or so for 7th. But we were actually quite comfortably ahead of 9th, so that's where we stood. So I thought, okay, it's not too bad. Could be worse, could be better for sure. Like potential to be there was in the 23s was there, but I didn't get it right. But as I raged about 20, that's outrageous. 22, how do you even manage that? But yeah, I was fairly optimistic, and I had some good practice starts. So I thought, okay, F2 starts weren't that great, and these are 25% races, by the way. It's 25%. So you can do the no stop, that's allowed. So just a sprint to the finish. I did a little session earlier, the TTL did a quick little practice session at 7 o'clock. The race takes place at 8. I just put 16, 17 laps of fuel, and they're relatively trouble-free. Maybe 1 or 2 scrapes, but again, not the real thing. I think, when it's not the real thing, you can kind of, you do kind of relax this just a little bit, and you can make mistakes that you maybe wouldn't in the actual race itself. But we're going to try and get started here. Again, nothing to really pick in terms of strategy or setup because it's already loaded. So we're just going to hop into it, and hopefully that can be the springboard for our race. And it just dawned on me that I left the formation lap in here. So I'm going to be back in a second. Alright, we are back. Terrible editing on my part, but here we go then. Formation lap underway and done with, so we just park back up and get ready for the start of this race. Excited, I really am, because I do enjoy racing, a bit more so than recently, just because of stuff like this, just a bit more fun. But anyways, any second, there we go. So we've got the 3 red lights, the 4 red lights, the 5 red lights. And away we go. A bit of a delayed start for myself, but an absolute rocket of a start. Gotta get by straight away. McLaren on my left, and then McLaren on the right is going to actually come back at me, and then I just end up getting sandwiched. At some point I have to turn in, so contact comes from the inside line then, and I was really frustrated by that, because I was like, where am I supposed to go in that situation? It's car my right, car my left. I got a much better start. I don't know. Maybe I could have done more to it. I don't know what else I could have done there. Just right in this moment, I don't know. Maybe in hindsight, perhaps, but. Just didn't. Yeah, those oilies have a sour taste in my mouth. So, anyways, get some good. There's obviously a Ferrari in front of me, but I get some good. Not even attempt to say his name, but looking really quite feisty here and coming out of this corner on the left-hander and the power down nicely early. Get a good run and a little margin opening up on the inside here. So I'm going to try and take it as best as I can. And then hit into this. It's a bit dangerous to race here side by side, but leave the space. Try and cut back in, duck back in. Bit of a wobble there. Coming out of 12, 13, I believe, or maybe it's 11 and 12. But again, trying to force way down the inside. A space did open, so it was left. Space is left. So this is good racing. McLaren right behind me as well. So eventually just had to tuck in. At this point, I was really feeling the understeer. Like, was really feeling the understeer. I'm not sure why, because it wasn't really a thing. I'm running 3-9 wings, but I wasn't really, suffering with any understeer. And I had to quickly check. I think it's later this lap. I'm going to quickly check if I actually got wing damage from the contact at the start. It may not have come up as wing damage, but the car was definitely understeering in a way that I was not used to before. Even right there, I was just not used to that kind of understeer from previous sessions. Again, in these practice sessions, I ran the same amount of fuel that I would be doing right now, and that understeer wasn't quite there. It's an online session as well, so it was really strange. But I was just trying to adjust to that. Again, this corner, I've never understeered out there like that in this car, and this is why I check if the I think I check around here sometime if the car damaged, but it didn't look like it on the telemetry there. So, but it was just weird. I had to try and overcome this understeer, and quick enough, because again, I want to get into this corner a lot quicker. It's just not, the car wasn't giving it to me, and again, same setup and everything, so it was interesting to see. But anyways, here we are coming down towards the left and right hander. Not bad, and then I get too much on the exit, and there you go. That was a good position and all, and that's pretty sad. That is pretty sad, and I'm pretty upset about that mistake. I'm not gonna lie, not a great moment. I don't know what it was, man. Whether it was the understeer, or I know I took too much curb on the exit, that's for sure, but I thought I could maybe catch it, but I ran out of road, and there you go. That's it. That's a shame, because there's seemingly good points up for grabs. I was going to only get more and more comfortable in that race, so yeah, that's a shame. I'm probably still racing now, even I just immediately just went off to do this. Yeah, it's a shame. I was looking forward to it, but again, this track is not one of the better ones on the calendar for this one. I think there's like Spain, a few others, but yeah, that's unfortunate. But look, you can take the chin up kind of thing. The pace was looking quite good. I enjoyed some of the racing early on. There was good racing between the Ferrari there. So, I mean, I'm clawing at straws. Like I'm clutching at straws. Like, there's not a lot you can really say after. You're the only. I'm not sure if anyone else did it in the race, but you're the only one that did it. So I don't know. Maybe I just didn't need to push so hard so early. I know there's a car behind me getting closer. I don't know. Just have to dust myself up and down, and just move on to the next one, which I believe is Spain. But I could be wrong about that. So I'm not sure at what point this actually stops. It doesn't need to be this long. Oh, I see the end there. So it doesn't need to be this long, but yeah, it's disappointing. But cars are good to drive and good fun to drive, so I can at least take that away. And, we'll go from there. Not too long, this championship, because F1 2020 is coming out soon. So, yeah, it was fun while it was fun while it lasted. It did not last very long, sadly. But anyways, that's going to do it. As usual, no commentary run will go up with this as well. But yeah, not much to really view this time, unfortunately. But yeah, thanks for watching. And until next time.